What's the story upstairs?
The power surrounding the cube is impenetrable.
Thor's right. We gotta deal with these guys.
How do we do this?
As a team.
One of the first games I ever played on PlayStation 4 was LEGO Marvel Superheroes. At the time, it cemented itself as my favorite of all of the LEGO games, with its original story, insanely large cast of characters, and a well-realized open world to explore. The core mechanics of each LEGO game are pretty similar, but it's how unique each character feels that makes these games so much fun. In Marvel's case, it's flying through the skies as Iron Man, and climbing up tall buildings as the Hulk that'll never get old.
This is the best I can do.
In LEGO Marvel's Avengers, the story and characters are now directly pulled from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This leads to a story that covers both Avengers movies, Captain America the First Avenger, Thor the Dark World, Iron Man 3, and Captain America Winter Soldier. This also means that all spoken dialogue throughout the game, with a few exceptions, is taken directly from the films.
That's supposed to be funny?
The adaptations of the MCU movies work well as abridged versions of each story. Going through the first Avengers movie and reliving some of the major set-piece moments is really great. Unfortunately, the structure of how these stories are presented starts to work against the game. The game starts with the opening scene from Avengers Age of Ultron, before flashing back to the first Avengers movie. After that, there's a brief level that covers the first Captain America movie, before leading through the rest of the Avengers film. After finishing the first Avengers movie, the credits roll, and you're free to play the rest of the movies in any order you want. The early jumping back and forth is a bit confusing at first, but I get what they were going for. I like the idea of tying these movies together with flashbacks and such, but it doesn't quite come together for this game. It's also unfortunate that, for as well realized as the two Avengers movies are, the other movies are reduced into a single level. The connection to the MCU also means that this game isn't going to feature the X-Men and a handful of other characters that were in the previous Marvel LEGO game. It's unfortunate to miss out on these popular characters, and I'm sure Spider-Man is a deal breaker for some, but Marvel's Avengers is still no slouch. There are well over 100 playable characters that stay true to their own unique abilities. This game also introduces team-up abilities that two characters can pull off when a special meter is filled. These abilities are both flashy and capable of taking out large groups of enemies with ease. The core Avengers specifically have their own unique abilities, like Thor slamming his hammer against Captain America's shield to create a huge shockwave. It's these unique abilities that really nail what I love so much about LEGO games. Without fail, LEGO games consistently feature a staggering attention to detail. Each character controls in a way that feels true to who they are. There's plenty of fan service to go around. The visual gags expected from a LEGO game are here in full force, and of course the use of Stan Lee cameos is consistently hilarious.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Get off of me, you big ape! No!
The stages that take you through the MCU storyline play out about how you would expect from a LEGO game. There's lots of smashing blocks, building things out of LEGO, character-specific switches, and a wealth of unlockables. The structure here hasn't really changed. Sokovia, Malibu, the Barton Farm, Asgard, Washington DC, and South Africa now join Manhattan this time around as hub areas. The only major difference I noticed in this game's version of Manhattan is the removal of the X-Men area in favor of an Avengers building. That aside, it's still the huge open world from the prior game, with more missions, unlockables, and characters to find. The new hub areas are cool to explore, but also much smaller than Manhattan. Just ultimately, these hub areas make it incredibly easy to lose numerous hours hunting for collectibles and completing side objectives as your favorite character. I do wish Manhattan at least had a map that I could pull up though. Despite my issue with the order in which each film is presented, I really enjoyed playing through these abridged versions of the MCU. It's a lot of fun to play through my favorite moments from the movies, and the visual gags added along the way fit really well with the brand of humor that you'll find in Marvel movies. The new hub areas and hundreds of unlockable characters just ensure that I'll have plenty of reason to come back to this one for the foreseeable future. If you like this or any of our other YouTube videos, subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to support what we do in general, be sure to hop on over to patreon.com/PSNstores. Your patronage helps keep our podcast 100% ad-free. Thanks for watching.